What is up, you guys? Pete DiCarlo here, and today we're going to talk, unfortunately, about EDU. So this is a company that I invested in for the long term, and today some terrible news came out. So I want to address the news. I want to talk about the position. I want to talk about what I'm going to do with the position and talk about overall why this happened and what you can do in the future to not allow something catastrophic like this happen to you. So guys, hit the like button, subscribe to this video, and let's get started. So as you can see right now, TAL and EDU, both companies I truly believed in the long term, both created about 60%. So EDU is down about 60% as of right now. I had an average price around $7.20, and TAL, I actually had a trade setting up, which I know that we don't talk really too much about trading on this channel, more about fundamental investing. Trading is for my second channel. You can, go and look it up on YouTube. It's Traders Helping Traders. But we had a really good potential reversal happening here before this crater. Now, I will say, and this is like, I'm not displacing, any responsibility for this, because when you invest in something, you're responsible for it. But I will say that there was no foreseen thought, and if anybody took this position with me, or anybody in my academy took a position on TAL, it's not your fault at the end of the day. Worst case scenario happened. This is what happens when you invest in Chinese companies, by a government that's communistic, and we'll talk about what happened now, but that's part of the risk of doing business. So let's take a look at why this happened. So another group of US listed Chinese stocks is plunging as Beijing regulators crack down. TAL Education and New Oriental Education, so EDU and TAL, those are both the companies I was talking about, dropped more than 50% each today. Educational training institutions are banned from raising money through stock listings, while foreign capital cannot invest, according to a copy of a new policy document seen by CNBC. The reports come as Chinese authorities stepped up restrictions in recent months on private education industry amid increased scrutiny on a domestic company's listing overseas. So essentially what they're trying to say is that these online education companies such as EDU, such as TAL, if you don't even know what EDU is, I did do a full deep dive breakdown on this company on the channel. Basically what they're saying is, I will say this first. As of right now, from all the news I've seen, this is not 100% for sure happening. I did see, read this article, and we're going to go more into this, but I also saw that they're going to try to make them go for a non-profit company. I've heard things about them potentially getting delisted, which is why you don't want to be buying this up, to be quite honest. As much as I love these companies, you do not want to be buying this today. If you're already in it, that's a different story. We'll talk about it, but I would not be buying the dip on this. So TAL Education is down 59%, New Oriental Education Technologies is down 58%, and the report comes as Chinese authorities stepped up restrictions in recent months. The private education industry, we already talked about that. A major Chinese financial news site reported Friday that the new Chinese government restrictions on education sector were starting to be implemented in Beijing and other cities nationwide. Copies of the policy were circulating online Friday afternoon. Educational training institutes are banned from raising money through stock listings, while foreign capital cannot invest, according to the copy of the language document seen and translated by CNBC. It was dated July 19th, as issued from the top executive body, the State Council, and the Chinese Communist Party Central Committee. One of the bans on foreign investments included variable interest entities, a common structure by which Chinese companies used to list the U.S. stock exchange U.S. existing violations of capital bans must be addressed, the document said. CNBC has not independently verified the document. The Ministry of Education did not immediately respond to a fax request for comment outside of Beijing business hours. So it has not been verified. It's not that any of this news so far, this is, right now it's 3:17 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on July 23rd, 2021. So none of this has actually been verified as of yet, but it is important to note, because if that does happen, if that goes through, it's going to be bad. It's going to be really bad. This company could get delisted. TAL could get delisted. I'm down about $3,000 right now, which is not that big of a deal for me. But as somebody, like, let's say you had a ton of money in this, your entire account, you could be taking a 60% haircut. So as of right now, I have closed all of my positions on both of these companies even if the stock were to completely rally, for me, it's only $3,000. It's not worth the risk. I'll take the tax write-off. It's whatever. Like I said earlier, I would not be buying the dip at this point. There's so much potential downside for potential upside that I really just don't think it's worth it. For me, I will not be investing in Chinese companies anymore, even though there's a lot of companies I really like. I really like Baba, I really like JD, I really like TAL, I really like EDU. But the thing is, when you're dealing with the Chinese Communist Party, they can do whatever in the hell they want. They really can. They can do whatever they want, and it sucks as an investor, but that's part of the risk that you take, investing not only in the stock market but in a company that's within China, unfortunately. So overall, I'm not going to be entering a position on this. I know there's been a lot of flow on EDU. I'm gonna actually pop up my scanner right now. There's been a lot of flow. There's been a lot of dark pools. There's been a lot of calls being bought on EDU. And like I spoke about earlier, it doesn't really matter because in my opinion, it's just not worth the risk. Because if this company gets delisted, you lose 100% of your money. If this company gets, well, not necessarily delisted because it would go to OTCs like Luckin Coffee did. But if the company went bankrupt and had to like completely go nonprofit, like you're not getting your money back as a small time investor. You're really not. So I would be careful. I know it's tempting, but I really wouldn't touch it. And I want to, before we hop off, just kind of say, if this was your first big investment, if this was just a huge investment of yours in general, and you cut your portfolio down by 5, 10, 15, 20, hopefully not 50%, hopefully this wasn't your only position, realize stuff happens. It sucks. I've been doing this for 8 years. I blew up accounts when I first started. I've had, trades that have gone down massively. I've had trades that have gone up massively. I've had trades that I've missed millions and millions of dollars on. But it happens, right? Long term is the most important thing. If you can pull 1% consistent returns per week, if you're a trader, which is what I do, I sell puts, or if you're a long-term investor and you can even pull 20 to 30% returns per year by doing your own due diligence and fundamentally investing in companies you believe in, one of these outlier, crap stocks, I'm not even gonna say it's a crap stock, but one of these outlier crappy situations, because I don't think the company was bad, but it's just a crappy situation, should not deter you from the potential that you could have. Guys, thank you for all the support. Go ahead and check out my second channel, Traders Helping Traders. I actually did open up a membership on that channel. I might open up a membership on this one. If you go and join that channel, it's only $3 a month. You get access to one high conviction trade that I take each and every week. I'm also giving away 1 year of my private academy 100% for free. Within that private academy, you get access to each and every single trade or investment that I take. As soon as I take it, you get access to our Discord, get access to our 60-hour course library, as well as get to live stream with me every single morning. All you got to do to join is go and follow me on Twitter. And on August 1st, I'm going to pick one Twitter follower as the winner. And if you just want to join 100% for free for your first month, all you have to do is go and use the private academy link down below. Use the code DISCIPLINE, and you can join 100% for free your first month. Guys, thank you for all the support. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys Monday. Peace.